So today I'm going to be talking about working with JLCPCB for PCB production and assembly. So we're going to be ordering the board and the parts, and they're going to assemble it. We'll want to work with them to make sure we're using the components that they normally stock. We want them in stock, and ideally we want them to be at a good price, and that normally means we'll be selecting items from their basic part selection rather than their extended part selection. So the basic parts have no extra fee. The extended parts, they charge a $3 handling fee to load the machine for assembly. So every component that's not basic is going to add another $3 onto the bill. So let's look at the schematic I've got here. I'm working on a processor design. We've got an STM32 here, and you notice if we go down here, when you select an item, it will tell you if it's a basic part or not. So in the beginning, it's useful to build up a selection of components that are basic parts. So if we go to the JLC PCB website and we're searching for components, let's put STM32 in. We'll go down here. Okay, we're getting lots of results, 2,500. There's a basic parts filter. They've actually changed things now so that they've created an in-between characterization. Unfortunately, that's not going to work. Let's go to this chip here. Let's copy this part that I'm interested in. Search for that, and it's this. It's called an extended part, but actually there's no extra cost for it. So it's extended with the thumbs up, extended preferred. So this is relatively new change that they've done, which makes life more difficult because we can't search now on basic parts anymore. Although it seems that once you've got that part here, it's still categorized as basic, so that's okay. If we look at this, this is another design. This is an ESP32. Select the part here, and you can see here it's showing that it's actually extended. Okay, so back to the STM32. Let's look at some of the other components here. In general, I'm trying to find things that are basic parts. So here's a push button switch for the boot 0 pin. It's actually basic. Let's see if we can find this switch. We go to here and we put in switch and we search and we select basic parts. It doesn't appear. All of these switches are actually active components. They're chips or diodes or whatever. So it's sometimes difficult to find things. So in this case, you could find it by typing in SPST, single pole, single throw, which is a description of the type of switch that we want. If we search now, we click basic, we get this result. It's not obvious what it is. Let's click on it. Yeah, get the picture. You can clearly see. Unfortunately, these thumbnails are so small that they're not much use, but the actual picture there shows us it's the sort of switch we want. The price is really good. It's 1.5 cents for the switch. The switch is fine. I've used this. I've had this fitted on a board from JLC, and it was fine. So you're going to save yourself a lot for small runs because you won't pay the $3 using that. I think this is the only switch that I could find that comes in at that without the $3 surcharge. Let's look at the crystal. Again, I've searched for an 8 megahertz part that's basic. The only component I think on here that doesn't get classed as basic is just a header, which is quite annoying. This is an extended. When you're working on a design, it's useful to keep checking that you've not made a mistake. It's very easy to just inadvertently pull in a resistor or a capacitor that's not basic, and you're going to pay another $3. You imagine that every component here, I could easily choose a part that's extended. 20 parts could add $60 to the price for no real reason. So this is how you order through the website. You click on the one-click order PCB SMT. So that's assembly and board manufacturing. You need to open the PCB first. PCB is not quite finished, but it doesn't matter. It's still perfectly fine to just run through this and generate the prices. It's going to ask me for the design rules, so I'm not interested. So let's just go straight through to ordering. It says everything's okay. Click through that. It's going to want to log in. Must have failed the login. Okay, there's something. It's asking for a Gerber file here. That means something went wrong. Let's generate the bomb here. That may be enough now to go straight through. Oh, it's connections. Yeah, I don't care about the connections. Let's see if it will go through now. Yep, okay, so now it's automatically picked up the Gerber files. Most of this is automatic. Once you have everything set up, it will just run through. You don't need to generate bombs or placement files or anything. You don't need to upload anything. Everything is automatic. Sometimes there's a problem here. If the server's busy, it gets stuck on 96%. You can't do anything. And you have to choose either stop waiting, or you can wait. While we're waiting, let's just check through here. Don't change the defaults on here if you're trying to get basic boards, normal boards done at the right sort of price. You want to make sure it's the economic ones. Don't change anything. You need to keep it as a 2-layer board. Otherwise, you'll pay the standard prices, which are quite a bit more. You're going to have to agree to the terms and conditions at least once here. So I'm not going to wait. This may mean that later on you won't get everything presented, but for now we don't care. We're just looking for prices, so that's fine. You're going to get an estimate for the shipping here as well, which is quite good. I don't have the assembly in here yet. I don't have the parts, so this is just a board price, the bare board, and the shipping. So let's just click through next for it to pull in the components. It won't do the preview because it didn't generate the model, so that's okay. Now it's asking for the BOM and the placement file. It will automatically pick them. You just click process. So everything's going great. Occasionally it fails here. I don't know why. Maybe if I deleted the part and put it back in, but it says I can't find this part. So I'm going to do a search here and just click basic parts only, and I think it's the cheaper one, 7 cents part. Let's have a look. Yeah, I recognize this. This is the correct part number. Don't, at this stage, select a part because the footprint may well not be the same. So this is just something that's got disconnected somewhere in the files. Normally this doesn't happen. So anyway, I'm going to select that one. There's still one part it can't find. It's actually just a test point, so it's not a physical part. There's nothing to place. There's nothing to fit. So I'm going to ignore that. And when it says, oh, unselected, I'll just say don't place it. Again, this is only for pricing anyway, so it's not so important. Okay, so now it's building the models. Let's do a 3D version. It sometimes doesn't give you a proper board view, which is a shame. For now, it doesn't matter. we can see that this is actually looks fine. It's got real components there. Let's go through to the next point where we're going to get some prices in. So now you see we've got component prices. We've got one fee for extended at 283, which is that header. Let's keep going. One strange thing, they always want you to choose a classification for the product that you're making. I guess it's useful for them, but you don't have to choose a real thing. So I just pick something in the top of the list. I've got something else in the basket. Let's deselect that. Okay, so we're getting a total price here. Have I got another one? Yeah, there's another one here because I keep repeating this. So basically, it's $22. $22, and we're going to be picking up shipping and tax and duties. Let's keep going through. You'll have to put your address in before it will calculate shipping. So let's do that. So once you've put your address in, now you're looking at final price. So we're looking at a $50 price, which is about right. That's as good as it gets. You can get it actually a bit cheaper if you go for the slower shipping. So this one gives me a cheaper price, but it's much longer. So I would recommend you stay with these options here because they're collecting the taxes. So the price you pay should be the price you get. This service I haven't used. I don't know how reliable it is. DHL I think is probably safer. Normally I'm impatient, but if you want to get the price right down, this is worth trying. And you can see the price. So I'm not going to place the order. This is we were just checking, and you can just repeat this flow as much as you like. You can go back, you can make a change, and then you just go back through here. You do one-click order, click no, and just repeat it. It will say yes, I've got the data, and you can go in and just check the pricing. And I recommend you do this every so often. You can also check the BOM in here. Just get it to generate the BOM. This is also a quick way of checking what's going on. But this version of the BOM, I don't think shows you if, oh, it does show if it's extended. Yeah, there you go. So you can check that, just quickly have a look through to make sure you haven't picked up any extended parts. And the other thing when you're searching for parts to remember is check the quantities. So STM32, let's go back to the STM32s. Let's click micros. Let's see what we've got here. You should be able to search for stock, but it doesn't always work. If the stock is low, I would try and find another part. You see, this is not searching by stock. I think this is the part that we're selected. It's got stock of 47,000. That's good. So you don't want to be basing your design on something that might run out. So that's another thing to consider when you're searching. You want basic parts, also parts that they've got lots of stock on. Okay, so that's it for now.